Okay. Okay, and okay. So what I want to tell you that today's chakra is a chakra number 6, and this is a female's chakra, and it's usually it's here, but actually I want to tell you our head is very important. The big, because our chakras sushumna is behind us. It's like behind our physical body, because a lot of people think when you ask them, if you ask them what is the soul for you, they will say it's some kind of small light, which one is somewhere in the body, probably. Okay, but actually metaphysical things now and some physicals, they try to, of course, do some kind of experiments about to distinguish where is the soul, where is it, what is this, and something. And some people say that soul actually is not in our body, it's all around. Actually, it's bigger than the physical body itself, the material things. And so some people who are teaching spiritual things, or because it's not my idea, I just heard this from, but for me, I took the information by heart, by understanding if it spoke to me or not spoke to me. And I believe our heart is our compass. So it's like the arrow showing you what is right, what is wrong. So you have to feel it, feel it in the first place. It's very important, especially for females. Feel it is very important, okay? Don't think too much. Don't think with your brain, with your ego and this and that. So feel it is the right way. And so it's kind of a behind, so our chakras, they are functional behind, and so they are going through the body because they are quite, the range is big, so they just circulate in our body. And as I remember in the first lesson, we talk about that we have a path. Yeah, path is like this. And our chakras is the stations which energy goes through paths like this. Yeah. And creating like the figure like a tour. Yeah, it's like creating the going around and creating the energy around us. But it's quite interesting things that so, like Joe Dispenza, he actually has a breathing technique, and he talk about the crystals in our, they say we have some kind of crystals in our brain, yeah, behind in, and you can activate them, and it's almost like a movie. Yeah, Lucy, did you see the movie Lucy? Yeah, great. So, but she took these crystals from outside. Yeah. It's like it's a drug, and she took them inside, they broke, and they connect to her system, body system, and make her like a higher being, yeah, a perfect being. So the same things we some people say we also have do these kind of crystals, and they are can be activated, so, and it's quite interesting because I have a book about the chakra, because I want to tell you one thing. I don't know much about that. Okay. My purpose for you is to guide you through that. And it's just a process through clarify the path for you. So I just guiding through to clear a path. I don't care what kind of path is that. So I don't really know much about this. I cannot really tell you a lot of stuff. You can find something and read about chakras if it makes sense to you. And yeah, it's quite interesting. And it's just, it's just like, for me, we have to clear the path, and so the energy can flow. When the energy become flow, everything will go and adjust itself, and you will get more ideas opening and something else. Okay, so I also want to tell you one very important things I read from that book. It's about, but we're all different. And sometimes we feel and think and see deep, really, really, really whole. It's so interesting. You have to remember every time when you talk to someone, please remember this someone is not you. And he totally cannot understand you because what you see, he cannot see and cannot really understand. And all your lives before and now making you so unique, so special that it's really hard to understand each other. But it's possible to understand when we take off these like unique things and we put it down. We have to connect to the bigger consciousness. Is like we give ourselves, we release ourselves as a unique things toward to the big one, but we have to drop first that unique stuff that I am I am so special, I am so different, I am so, and it can be very like a lot of adjectives. You can actually, we are shy, but if we really start to dig, we can say a lot of different adjectives about ourselves, that what kind of special we are. But in the other way, we are afraid, even we're afraid to release our hurts and our fears and our problems. You know why? Because they make us special. You know, if we drop all of this, we become nobody. But we're afraid of this. It's our ego holding these kind of things in us, and he knows it's a hook for him to hold on and for us to be connected like a calves, like we are prisoners. We are prisoners of ourselves because we want to be unique in that way, but in the other way, you can think there is a much, much bigger, you can just open yourself and you can insert yourself in everyone else and be him. And what we are afraid, we're afraid of lose ourselves, and we're actually afraid to receive everything we receive. And like we just also afraid to start to be able to understand each other, because we think, oh, this way I will just understand everyone, and nobody need to understand me because I will already understand them, So it's like make yourself big, and so this is the scary thing is we just afraid lose ourselves. So it's quite interesting, girls, about 3, because I see it as a message. Do you remember when I told you after the second chakra and the third one point, second point, they're working and they make a triangle. So this is number 3. And this is bring you to vibration things. So it means you put down your material things, you put down your processing, and you already become energy. When you accept this, you will start to working in a third dimensional, because I can tell you a lot of people, they still live wherever they're talking on. They can be talking about spiritual things and something, but they are not. They still living in the second 2 dimension. And the point is to control 2 dimension, you need to be on the third level. You cannot control. It's like people who are on the second level, they only can control the first one. People who are on the third one, they only can control 2 down 1. So it's like you cannot control the one you are in because you are processing. So you are not familiar with this and so good at this yet. So we only can control which one is down underneath of us. So actually, no matter what we talk about, sometimes we still going in the base level. But it's not bad or good, it's no, but it's just you really have to accept yourself and this energy and don't keep on these 2 down things. It's why that picture of Trinity actually is quite important. But sometimes, it still goes up, but the angles can be like, for example, 4 or 5 or 6, because we still have like sextagon, right? And we can put 6 items there, and we still draw the triangle going up, and this is level up, you know. So even you, without understanding, really keep going in, you drawing these kind of things, it will bring you to the some point. It's like some people experience open kundalini without even understanding what's going on, you know. And we quite often experience these kind of things, we don't know what's going on. And but it's still something going, because we are all working. And the most important things, as I told you before, it's just a process. Just do it, just do it, just do it. And yeah, just keep going, keep going. You know, like yesterday I had a conversation, we forgot to you know, it's like our family things, our family, whole family, like kids, husbands. I can tell you what is this. It's a side effect of life, okay? It's a side effect. It's what you got on the side effect. You take a life like a pill. You swallow it. You have a process, but you have a side effect. And your family, your children is a side effect of your life. But we forgot about this. And we take it as a main purpose, main reason why you are here. It's not. So it's why the things is we losing ourselves, and a lot of people, they just when the children stop needing you, when they're supposed stop needing you and didn't pay attention, why you are in a love rush, or your kids are small, they need your guidance and something, you feel needed, right? And you just have no time to think about this. But when you no needed anymore, some kind of point of way, you start to you have to face yourself. And this is the things we cannot handle, because we don't know what to do with that. And so we start to find someone who need us and something. So we spread ourselves if we still want to do it, but sometimes we start to get sick or something with, because we just start to face ourselves, and we cannot do this. Plus, I want to tell you one very important things I read in that book. They talk about, okay, in our sixth chakra, we have like a screen, okay, screen. So that screen can bring the things we have. And if you, a lot of people that didn't even ask, they doesn't know, we have all the memories in our cell. I mean, not cells, it's not physical, it's not material. It's like we have USB in our mind, in our chakras, it's in our energy. Our energy contain all the memories behind. So you just can ask, you know, a few times, ask yourself, what is this about? What does it mean? And ask, and you will receive. It will be open, and now or later you will receive, and ask for guidance as well. You can guide yourself through. Okay, so, and what I want to tell you is very important things. There are two rays. Which one is like installation ray, which one like a laser burn the memory every day you are seeing it. It's like your eyes here, they are out organ in the physical world, which is screening your world, okay? And you have two, okay? Inside you have like a laser come from your eyes inside of your brain, and you have like a energy system, like that chakra. And the laser, it's like two eyes, like you see, if you imagine your two eyes has like lights, and inside the lights go and they connect into one. These two lights connect into one, and they have like a needle. Do you remember before we have listened the music with the black disc, you know, the plus?
LP.
Yeah. So there is a needle which one can play it, right? Okay. So but the things, the disc have been done with the needle too, just like in the computer when they burn CD, they bring the things, so there is information. It's look like neurographic lines. Some is done up, are done up. So we will just see a line, many lines come together. So girls, the point is, there is a necessary, it's a necessary. The second ray, which one is reading that? And our second ray is always like, it's not there. That's it, it's not there. But we can create it, the second ray, which one's stuck on that disk and start to read it. So the second ray is going around and reading an information, or like precede it for you in the right way, clear way, because basically we sometimes just couldn't understand what is this all about. So I was thinking maybe today we because a lot of, especially women's, is our chakra, they have intuition, it's not really blocked. And so we just need to create a second ray and just play it and practice that, and we will be able to receive a clear vision and open our intuition even wider and stronger and bigger. Okay, so first things I want to tell you, so we start from now on, we just try to go that way. I will guide you first. Okay, you sit comfortably, please close your eyes. Okay, close your eyes, take a deep breath. You can say, I'm here now. Okay, I would like you to just pay attention for a while to your attention, your attention. Like, make like a flashing point in your head, okay? In your head, flashing point. We don't use elevator today because we're already here. We usually feel ourselves here in the head. We function through the head because our sensorical organs mostly is in the head. We talk, we see, and the other things here is all on the head. So we, most of our time was spent actually here in the head. But remember, try to spend most of your time in your heart and sometimes lungs too. Yes. Okay, so this is it. We are here. Where now? I would like you to see the flashing light. Maybe you can feel yourself like a star, like a flashing star. Like a flashing star. It's flashing. It's flash, like shining. But I would like you to notice the flashing and make it stable, like it's turned on and no flashing anymore. It's not the flashing light, it's just on. You can press the button. If you see the button somewhere, look around. If you see the button, okay, you can create the button, beautiful button in front of yourself. And there's a big, beautiful letter say, turn on the lights, okay? And you press the button with your hand. You can notice what color of your button. Interesting. Maybe it's give you some kind of idea. Where is this bottom wire go to? So press the button. Okay. And the light is on. Boom. You are on. You are not flashing anymore. Your light is very stable. Try to understand yourself. Look from a side, like you are becoming two attention, two existence. You can feel the light from inside. You can look at the light from outside. Take a look. What kind of light is that? What color is your light? And you have a lot of rays, like a star, like a real star in the sky, shining. Feel that feeling. Okay, now I want you to notice, you remember we did once about heart, right? It's like, you know, all of you know the movement of universe. So it's a clockwise, clockwise. And I want you to understand you are the star in the middle, and outside is some kind of reality. It can be different. So you just observe what is outside, and you notice it's moving around you. You're the star in the middle, and it's moving around you in a clockwise way. If it's moving not clockwise way, you have to move clockwise, okay? And you can use your imagination to move it around, yeah. And so you start to see and notice the lines, you know, the lines, some kind of lines, like, yeah, like a different kind of lines that go around. It's like lines of the movement of energy of whatever it is. It can be different things, yeah, lines. And you're the star. And now your race can be shorter, can be longer. They immediately, with no any spans of time, they become reach any line and connect to that, you know, just like your ray is out and installed into the line. And when you install the ray into the line and start to deliver the flow, the energy, the information in that, and the thing is moving, you just wait for a while and get information and return your ray back to the star. And so you immediately know what you need to know. And so the flow around. And at the same moment, a lot of rays can come out at the same moment. It's like no limitation of time or space. And so you can receive every information you just wish for. And so you can see the music, the movement of that star. It's just like a music, universal music, you know, it's a melody and harmony. And you can see a lot of stars around you, just like these. And they all working like that. It's like they are install their rays everywhere. Plus they connect to each other and share the information they need to each other and transfer. So they have no emotional state like we have here in the on earth of being a human being. It's like they are higher being, they are energetical, and it's uh it's just they are doing the creation of everything. They connect the information and doing these kind of things. And so we will able to do this. Sometimes you can close your eyes and just use your hands like this. You can censor your energy field around you with your hands. And your hands with time will become more sensitive, and you start to feel the energy flow around you and everywhere. And as more as you do that, you will feel no affection of time or space. Yeah, and you can see the harmony of that music of universe. Is these stars is shining like in the and the rays appear and disappear. Is just like a tone, you know, like a rhyme of universe. And you can maybe hear the music, a beautiful music. Okay, take a deep breath. And I would like you from that star, please put the connection down to your heart chakra. It goes down. It's like a light goes down to the heart chakra and spin in the heart chakra clockwise. Good. And now it goes down from heart chakra to the second one. Go to your warm place a little bit lower than the belly button and spin clockwise. And now I would like you try to feel all three spinning at the same time. I want you to know the heart chakra is important. It's like a middle of that. And it's spinning and three others spinning too. Yes, you even can a little bit move your physical body to help of this feeling to be real. They synchronizated to each other. It's like they become working together. And they become, each one is wider, and they get out of your body. They become big and creating the like cocoon around you, like cover your body. It's become wider, bigger. The main music is from the heart chakra. And heart chakra become bigger, and so it become more sphere than the oval, become more round. And it's just spinning around you. Okay, it's connecting to the world, just like our star. The light start to come from the sphere outside to the world, connect to the energy of the world. And you can see the flowing of the light out and in. So we have connection. We always has connection to the world. And now this sphere around us becomes smaller. It becomes small, but still with some kind of like light. Yeah, keep going out, in, like lightning, you know, like there's always lines round out, round in, because we can see the energy. Yes, and so it's it's become like a pearl, but it's like electromagnetical pearl because it's alive with the energy, with the light. It's not much physical as energetic and like energy. And it has installation in our heart, in the middle of your chest, like a little bit close to the heart side. Yeah, it's there. And it's working. The connection goes everywhere. So it's always here. Down here in the womb, we have a fire. Up here in the head, we have a star. In the middle, we have a energy ball, like a pearl, shining. They all connect. Take a deep breath. Feel yourself here and now. Move your body, move your hands. Okay, open your eyes, girls. Okay, yeah, we're here and now. Yeah, move your body a little bit. And so we start today. And today we work with dark blue color. And I want to tell you the chakra, the blue chakra is quite simple. Yeah, you see it has two petals here. Yeah. And one triangle in the middle and that Om symbol. So we draw with you. I transfer camera. Okay, here it is. And so we draw a circle. And we draw. I prefer like make two, the dots first, but you can draw the petal right away without the dots as well. Okay, like this. One becomes smaller, one become bigger. Okay, I want to adjust them. Interesting. So I also want to tell you that in that book I'm reading about chakras, it's talk about ajna. It has a two meaning. It's one meaning is create, and the other one is like kind of control, manage. Yeah. So basically, you see, we have a creation of, we can create a visual picture, which one is stronger than any others. And after that, we can use it for ourselves. But usually people only create and they don't know how to use it, or they didn't even think that they can use it. Okay. And so actually this is look like three, you see? Yeah. Look like three here. Yeah. This is the chakra. Also interesting, you see? I told you to pay attention to how do you draw it, and I didn't. And so my chakra is upside down. I guess it should be so. Oh. Yes. Because I'm going to do this is, yeah, this is it. So I guess it should be that way if it's happened like this. So, and think upside down. Yeah, upside down. I think it's, for me, it's very important because this triangle is going up. That's why it's happened. Yes, upside down. Okay. It was what I was talking about, the triangle. Two is here and one is here. Yeah. And so this is number three. Bring you to the energy. Yeah, it's for me. It's for me. I'm like talking to myself and got like enlightenments in my mind about the things. Okay. Hey girls, I would like you to, to draw, find the center of the chakra for yourself. And so interesting, my center is here. Okay, find the center and please do the spiral. Like these kind of lines. Yeah. And we can make the spiral, put the neurographic line on the spiral. Okay, and now we take this center, like a center of the star, what we were talk about, and please draw straight lines. Please feel your hands, okay? Feel your hand that you draw the, it's not like one line, no, you have to feel the strength of your hand, you know? Your marker has to scratch the paper, you have to feel that. And when we are done with straight lines, we put some neurographic lines on this straight line we draw. And you can also put some neurographical lines on chakra itself. On the petal, it's like lines run on it. Take a deep breath. Okay, let me know when you are done. Okay, because I would like us to draw two pictures together at the same point. So today we're not drawing one and the other one. We open the paper and we draw two together. So the second one, please ask yourself, how big is your crystal, that a special crystal inside of your head, how big it is? And try to just ask yourself, what is that? How it's look like and something. And quite interesting. Okay, so first, if you see something, it's great. If you don't see something, you would just create the way you like to see it. For example, when I saw it, it's pretty small and it's lying down, something like this. But now, I would like it to be like a crystal, yeah, standing up. And crystal has his own shape. It's like this, you know, the nature shape of the crystals. So I would like it to be big. and be like a crystal. Yeah. Like this. But you can draw any kind of other things what is suitable for you, or you just follow me. Yeah, you see my shape become use a sextagon. 6 angles shape. And so we do activation. Activation is, I would like you to activate it like a sign inside of the crystal inside. And a tip of the crystal. But for example, if your crystal is different, you please find like a point, which one is the, you can say a tip of that, like a high, maybe not the really highest point at point of high. It's like a point which is creating the connection of all energies in there. Maybe your crystal is a like a sphere, like a ball, and so you just find something. And so we create the, do you remember I told you that secondary ray, which is able to help us to read, and we become like a star, and we are creating these rays. So here they are. So they can go into different direction to read information and connect to something else. Okay, and there is again surrounding. Surrounding is like a lot of lines. Yeah, so everywhere around, and we connect to everything. So this is our lines. I put neurographical lines on the lines of the rays. And after this, we can make lines around. So interesting. Actually, to me now it's look like a like, what is this? Light, yeah, like a light. Actually, I have something like this from IKEA. Yeah, I have 2 white color with a candle inside. So, and after this, when we finish creating our composition, we will start to around the corners, bring everything in balance with each other, perfectly work together. Yeah, you see, when we start to do it and did meditation, now feels much better. So while we are doing rounding, maybe you can share your experience what you got through meditation, or maybe you're thinking, or because sometimes it's quite important. Some people, they can get enlightenment in, and this is exactly what I were talking about during meditation. I mean, visualization, because it's what is actually it is. We are able, we already connect because you are here, and we are just like doing this, and the information I know become yours, and you will understand what you understand from that, and like sometimes what you say is become like sharing, and we are in the same field. Yes, so it's just like this. And actually, for me, it was quite amazing. Yeah, I really saw a picture, that picture behind me, the Stonehenge. Yeah, there's nothing on the picture, but I saw a picture. So I was thinking I have to draw it. And yesterday, it's just take me 10 minutes. It's just few strokes and it's appear. And I use the brush for painting the building. It's like a brush, a normal one for painting the wall. It's not the for painting the art, like a thin brush. No, I just use normal brush, and it's just appear. Yeah. And I can feel it has a power in it. Yes. Yeah, actually it looks quite nice. At first I was thinking, because we strongly like draw uh the crystal, the light, the lines, so many straight lines, but actually they looks quite good. When I studied Neurographica, I can tell you we have here, most of you study with Natalia, and when we study, a lot of my friends who study with me, they got resistance, like resistance on the narrow sketching algorithm. They say, what is this? What is this for? And it's so silly. What is this 5 minutes picture, 3 minutes picture? It just make people so pissed off. You know why? It's like, I understand why. It's like someone asks you to take off the clothes and jump into nowhere without understanding what are you doing. So people feel very uncomfortable. But I love that. For me, actually, it was one of the profound algorithm I did during the study, because I understand one things from there. You see, we did straight lines. And after this, we made them into neurographical lines by just draw a line on the neurographic line on top of that. And it becomes so different. And it become accept by our mind and system. And so in the life too. Sometimes when you want to do something, maybe your thinking is a straight line, but you need to give to someone to be accepted. So you have to think how to make it neurographical, to let it to be accepted by yourself or by others. And so interesting, you can notice where do you start first to round. You see, I start to round the crystal first.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey girls, I want to ask you, so what color is your button when you press on the light? I mean, turn on the light when you would like to make the star stop flashing. What color is your button?
Mine's blue.
Oh, interesting. Mine was red, and after this it's turned yellow. So I see the connection to the first chakra and second and the third one. So, and for me, it's makes sense.
Yeah.
Mine was black.
Black.
White writing on it. Generic.
Yeah.
Score.
So you can ask why it's black and try to understand what is this about. And yeah. If you need some help, I have a plenty different kind of cards, and we can ask some answers from that. Yes, to understand.
Thank you.
If you need it, you just let me know and we can do that.
Okay.
My whole experience was really trippy. It was like a phase shift in physics when you're in matter and then your energy and you go back. And every time I vibrated in that, and as a part of the star, I was a different race of women.
Ooh.
Wow.
And I started to hear the song, I'm Every Woman. And yeah, and I mean, it was flipping phenomenal. It's like I wanted to slip out and take notes. But it was all energy. The stars went out, but then they came back in a pattern of spirals around the yellow that came from the white from the middle. And then I had something like the atomic symbol inside with the energy pulsing. So it was very active in exchange of states of energy and matter.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been having some interesting experiences lately.
Oh,
I'm not complaining.
good.
It was just amazing. I'm looking and there's another woman. It's like, it's beautiful.
Good, good. And so what kind of star, what kind of light of the star?
For me?
Yeah.
The light, when the button pushed, it went white, but it was more like a field. And then from the field came gold. And even these little gold stars that are kind of the little obnoxious one on wrapping paper that falls off and it ends up all over your clothes. And so they were like little pointed ones, but then they were also like missiles because they could redirect and go in different directions. And yes. And so anyway, it kept going out further, and then into the core, and then out again.
So interesting. Say, so her girls, how about all of you? So what kind of color of your stars? My star was like like bright light white inside, and outside is little bluish.
Oops.
That's pretty interesting, yeah.
Oops. I picked a different pen for the second drawing, and it has more of a precise tip. And I realized it was perfect because the second drawing is more about the laser playing the record. And the first drawing is more of the field of the energy and has a softer, wider tip. And I think as I put them together, we'll see the commingling of the information and the player, as it were.
Yes, yes. It's like we already have chakra here at T's. We just lack of the secondary ray to play it, you know. So we acknowledge the things, and we already actually a lot of women, they just connected already. And but I can tell you that understanding of yourself like 3, because we are dual, and now from dual we go to 3, and 3 is important. Like the number 3 itself is important on top of 2. It's like 2 is work they things out, and so they can be released, and we don't need them anymore. We already become energy. So when you become energy, you don't need that much the second 2. It's like they already work out themselves.
They support each other.
Yes, so we release them and we go higher. So you understand yourself like an energy, and the actually emotional things make us connecting to the first 2. So everything is just energy, and it's has no do, you know. So this is bad, good stuff. It's all go behind. It's left there, belong to these 2 parts. And it's just the third one is a 3. It's like energy. It's 1. Actually, it's 1. It's 1 of 2, you know.
I couldn't help but think with your 3 on your shoulder,
Yeah,
the 333 with the solstice today.
yeah.
And it was like it's reminding me of like the solstice is initiating changes, and you're a big part of it. It's like Tatiana.
Yes, yes, you know, you see, and the lady say that why is a chapel of rose in Scotland, because it's like a rose, you see, it's like, and she says it's 333, it's like this and this and this, yeah. So it's a 333, and actually it's like here, and you see 333, and inside again 333, and inside again 3 3. So it's like a fractal, and they go inside in inner, like deeper, they with no stop.
The fractal's perfect.
Give birth to each other, you see, it's like this. It's go in and again and again. So it's like they keep shaping themselves. It's quite interesting, yes. And when I saw that things on my shoulder is really look like 3, and actually it was upside down. When I look at the mirror, it's right 3, but if other person will look at these, they will see it in different direction. So maybe it's why my chakra today turned upside down. But I understand one thing, before some time ago, maybe I will redo it. I will take the other paper and do the right way. But now I do believe everything in the right and perfect path.
It seems to me there's a certain amount of realignment going on energetically in the field, and that you're going upside down may be a reflection of that. Instead of your mind doing it, your body sensed into the energy and actually did it correctly for the new energy. Just a
Yes.
thought.
Yes, upside down. Yes.
Upside down from last week, but it's right side up this week.
Upside down, I can tell you why. I got the answer because before, okay, upside down is we are turning our things upside down because we are material things, and now we are going up level, but we have to make it spiritual things like material reality. So we have to turn them upside down.
Well, it's like what you said about motherhood as being a side gig, as it were. It was startling and true. It's like, no, wait a minute. It's a byproduct of life. We have to respect the core of our life and not get it confused with the activities. I just mind blown in a lovely way. Thank you.
Yes, we have to, it's like it's enjoyment. It's a side effect, it's enjoyment of this life, but you cannot put your all energy into this and forget who you are.
And then we're less effective when we do that too.
Yes. But no, maybe for not, it's for those who can see it's less effective, but a lot of people, they think they are very effective because they make affection on those who are underneath of them, but not themselves. It's like the purpose of life.
I'm waiting.
It's just, sometimes people, they can have affection on the people who are around them, and so they are very successful with this because they can see the result in people what they are made in, and so this has become a purpose of their life. But the purpose of the life is your own movement, not movement of other people.
Wonder what life would be like if our purpose was joy.
Ask Dennis.
Good point. Absolutely good point. Oh. Melba's referring to chapter in my husband's life. He has been in pain most of his life, and about 3 months ago he went through an experience and he's not in pain. So before, he used to wake up in the morning and sense into his pain level and decide what his day was going to be like, and now he senses into his joy and he adjusts his joy first thing in the morning.
Good. So what happened to him to understand that?
He had a session where someone helped him see his identity differently. It was an energetic session, and she saw this pain mass, which was bigger than his back, and they resolved that in the energy field. And then she saw his sixth chakra was bigger than was like maybe 4 or 5 times the size of his head.
Oh.
And she said he's a natural healer, so he's he doesn't want to know the hows. He just dips into the field and he manipulates and sees energy. And this is my Newtonian physics husband who used to argue with me about the laws of physics. So it's a whole new identity that's emerging on top of the old one.
Oh.
I married well. My whole only lasted 36 hours. His lasted 10 days.
Yes, that's right. Perfect.
I think so too.
Investment in the life. Okay. Hey, girls. By the way, it seems like I'm done. You see,
like
it seems like my when I work on this, I already start to control time in that. It's like, it's just like we talk and it's done. It's time stopping when I'm drawn.
Yeah, and the flow comes easier too, doesn't it? It's
Yes, yes, yes.
get out of the mind and into the pen.
Yes.
I know what my stars looked like, those sparklers that people use, the tip of them, they look like light with little stars at the end. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, and so I want to tell you this chakra is, yeah, as you know, it's dark blue color, but you have to understand your feelings about this and how do you feel if you want to color it dark blue color or not. So, or maybe you just can get some, like some of the part dark blue or, actually, you see, I can tell you also it's very interesting when I draw the picture on a t-shirt because it's dark blue, so you cannot use anything but black on that, or you have to take opposite light to be visible on the dark color. So this is the thing. But actually in that book about chakras, what I'm reading, they also talk about the color as a materializing point of light in our in our beings. We are seeing colors because of the light. And from the like physics things, it says the deeper light contain more energy.
Right.
And the colder lights, like because we separate colors into cold one and warm one, you know that, right? Yellow, red, orange, they are warm, and like blue, green, they are cold. And they say cold lights contain more energy and more frequency than the light one, the bright one, warm one.
So color becomes the way that we see energy.
Yes, yes, it is. It's actually Naira healing is depend on this. Yes. So now when I have that things on my skin, I use blue color to try to heal that.
Yeah, the blue color can be a very cool way to reduce inflammation too.
Yes, yes, it is. Yes. Because as you know, Ushin and they have a connection to each other. There are 5 elements and 6 energies inside. So actually the blue one, which is belong to water because blue color is a water element, it's can put down the fire. Like in the nature too. When you have a fire, you put water on that. in our reality, the things work like this. It's so interesting. Oh, my crystal becomes so big. Actually, it's here, but it's become like the light.
Ah. Mhm. And the crystal has memory in it also.
Yes, yes. And actually now a lot of people who ask about spiritual development, they talk about crystalline, yeah? And some people bring it to the crystalline, but some people bring to crystals. And actually they say we already have been crystalline on our, on the earth before us. There is another civilization they have been crystals. It's like they have a different kind of they are different kind of beings. And so it's like if we become crystals, our earth will become not carbon. It's like we will not need the food, we will be contain the energy, and from green we will become purple. It means the spectrum of our earth from blue will become purple, and the plants from green become purple.
Okay, so be no longer so photosynthesis, it's going to be a light
Yes.
activation. Okay, got it.
Yes. And actually, you can notice a lot of people start to naturally become, they don't really understand why, but some try to find a reason why it's happening, something. They become less want to eat food, or, there is something about food going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like more and more people aware about these, and naturally don't want really to think that much, or they enjoy the food that much like before.
Oh, they're less focused on their bodies.
Yeah, like I actually notice more and more people who not really enjoy that anymore like before. Yeah, because before the food is, you can say it's like a cult. Yeah, people who can enjoy it, and put a lot of things in these, and with time it's become more and more understanding of the just supply.
Culturally, food was also a symbol of wealth, so a very material thing, yes?
Yes. So now society is moving to the spiritual things, and the food become not as you say, a symbol of prosperity. It's like, oh, I have more food, and so I better than you, or something like this, because, and I think more and more people will become, it's, as I say, if we light up, actually it's already proof. There is some scientists, they talk about cell. Maybe we also can draw this picture. Okay, there is a cell, and the cell itself has some kind of things inside. I forgot about some kind of parts, And so the scientist says there's a, I don't want to say because I don't remember. Okay, there's some part which they describe it. It's look like digestion tract, you know, like in us. So
Intestine.
the here is like the food we eat digest with our body, and it brought to the cells, and cell digest it one more time inside, make energy in that part, and take out the like garbage out. So this part is I forgot the name of that, but it's working like a digestion tract in our body. But they talk about now, and in the beginning of 2000 and before that, when they study cells, they found there is one item that's called it, I remember that they call it centrosoma. Why it's centra? Because it's in the center, and the soma because it's look like a sun. So they say now they found a lot of children was born in their cells is already, this part is activated. And they say if this is like a coil factory, burn the coil, get the energy. This is like sun atomic cell. So these things is removing from the cell, and this is left. And they say this is like a sun within. It's create energy within your body. It means you don't need to digest food anymore to be active. You have the energy within. It's like you have atomic things inside of your body already. And they say the scientists study that, and they say it's activating more and more. It starts from 2000. Like after 2000, a lot of children, they was born with active heart, like heart chakras and something like this. Yeah.
I would like to share something.
Yeah.
I didn't go to a star. It was very strange. I tried to switch on, switch off to see if I can go to the star. But actually, after I switched on the light, I saw light blue, and then it became a beach with very bright blue sky and deep blue ocean. Yeah. So while you were saying that we need to go to the star or something, I tried, but I couldn't. So I was thinking, so this should be the place I'm going. I shouldn't go to a star. So I just decided, okay, I should go into the ocean. So I did, and I turned into a mermaid.
Oh.
Yes. And then I went down and I saw a shell. It was a pearl, but then it turned into a crystal or a gem. And when I was trying to get, as soon as I got the gem, there was there was okay. Anyways, there were it was, I don't know what those things were, but they were like alien ships, like, but from the bottom of the ocean, and trying to attack me and trying to grab the gem from me. I remember the ships, the look of that ship. or the weapon, or I don't know what that was, but there were a lot of spikes.
Whoa.
And then anyway, so in the end, I was thinking, oh, because actually the gem flew out of me, and then so I follow it. I went back to the beach, and then I stood there with I don't know what you call it. This you can make the horn. It's a shell. It's called cork or something. I don't really remember.
Oh,
the
like
English.
a corn of the shell. Okay.
Yes, yes. I have a very big one in my at my waist, and everything it sucked up everything.
Oh.
The ocean, everything. So I stood there, and everything was white. And then it was, and I saw maybe the source. I don't know. There was like kind of like angels and gods, and everything turned white because my shell was white. That I don't know. But yeah, it was white, and everything got sucked out. So everything turned white. But those so-called people, they're not white. No, their clothing were white. And then I still have my gem in my hand. And then the turning or something that I still hold it in. And we became one, and then the turning of the chakras, and I follow that part. But the very beginning, I was not in a star. I didn't see anything. I was not. No, it was not like that at all.
Yeah, it's good you still be able to just follow what, yeah, it's very good experience, because if something happened like this, yeah, with your visualization, you just follow what you see and try to make up your own world. Yeah, good.
Because I was think that it must happen for a reason. So I will have my own. I don't, yeah. Because I try to see a star. I switch the light off. The button is white, by the way. Yeah, it's white. And then I because I switch on, so I saw the ocean, the beach, and I switch off. It was pitch dark, and there was a very dim of light from very far away. So I decided, no, I will follow the. I turned it back on, and I was still at the beach. So I decided to go to the ocean instead. Yeah,
Okay.
so I think, yeah, it was very.
But actually, do you remember last time when I took the card for you? It's some kind of a creature or some kind of goddess, yeah, and it's a dragon there. So what is this about? Did you find what is this goddess about?
You mean 雷子?
Yeah.
雷子 is she's very powerful because she makes the thunder. That when the lightning comes, and then she's just a goddess with power. So I have power in me, but I have to awaken the power in me, because I don't see the power in me. And I remember there was another card that you picked for me last time, saying that I need to say what I mean, I think.
Yes. Say what.
Because I usually don't. I kind of understand not what because I hold myself back a lot, because Chinese people tend to do that, because they try not to harm people. So if they're 10, not too straightforward. Then this is how we got raised up, that we don't try not to harm people, but sometimes you really need to be straightforward to let people understand. So I think that card for me, the whole week I've been trying to think. Oh, but Dean wants to ask you if you want to go to the river with us later.
Go to where?
River. We're going to the river in the oh, because today. Oh, by the way, happy Dragon Ball Festival to every one of you.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, it's because hey, other people didn't know we have a Dragon Boat Festival.
Yeah, and then today we have this tradition that we will stand the eggs on the floor, and then we go collect the youngest water from the running water sources. We'll go to I do anyways. I collect the water, and that's the youngest water of the year, and they kind of treat it as the holy water in a way. Yeah. And some people do bathe in it too. So they go to the river or they bathe themselves. So they kind of expel the demons or devils or whatever, because they're the yin, yin and yang. So for the ghosts, they're the yin power or energy. And so we want to soak ourselves into the youngest water. And the best water is we collect the water between 11 o'clock a.m. Till 1 o'clock p.m. Between these hours. Yeah. So I collect them, and then if I need something, I will just use this. And then every year we go get a bottle every year. Yeah. And then we stand the eggs.
Okay.
If I can do it today, I will send the picture to.
But what does it mean? What does it mean? Okay. Hey girls, I want to tell you, stand the egg. It's like you take uncooked egg and you try to put it standing up, and it can stand, because they say today is some kind of special balance on the earth. So you can try today to take egg and put it up to standing up without any holding things, and you can try to send the picture. But Vega, can you tell us what does it mean if you able to put the egg standing up and it's stuck by itself? So what does it mean?
Actually, I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, it was for us. It was just fun. They just people do say it's because of the magnetic field or something, but also some other people, they try to say, it's not true. If you want to do it, you can do it every day. But people do say it's because the magnetic field is different today on Dragon Ball Festival, the fifth day of the 5th month of lunar calendar.
Oh yes, actually it's a 5/5, yeah.
Yes, today is the 5/5. Yes. Yeah.
Hey girls, who is working with the numbers very well? Can you tell us what 5/5 means? Any special meaning?
I'll ask Google.
Google,
Okay.
yeah, Google always tells me to. I should remember. I just looked it up yesterday.
So it's an affirmation that things are working out best for you. Similarly, the meaning of seeing 5/5 is defined in numerology as a sign of positivity and new beginnings. New beginnings, yes, that fits with the new water.
We have a secondary one saying transition, freedom, and adventure.
Okay.
These are all good things, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
thinking of things differently, like colors are representation of energy, and watching the egg is another way of seeing energy.
Yes. Plus, if it's really easy to stand, because it's not easy things to do. You to put the egg standing up.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
Okay, later when we finish class, we're gonna try.
And that's a raw egg, right?
Yes, yes, raw egg. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
It's more dangerous than a boiled one.
Yeah.
Okay, I got some kind of fixation first.
And also the eggs should be you should stand the eggs around the time I said too, where the time we collect the water. So it's between 11 to 12, not any time of the day.
Oh, okay. So is it your 11:12?
Yes,
Or
our
do you
time.
calculate
So it's
hours?
later. Now is gonna be 9. We have a 9:44 here, so it's after 1 hour you can start to try. I mean 1 hour more.
That's been a confusing part about the solstice is, do we calculate the time in our zone or no? This happens at 3:33 Greenwich time, so figure out what time it is where you are.
Yes, yes.
It's happening at the same time.
Yes, yes. So
Yes.
actually yesterday it's my 11, it's my 10:33, so it's evening time. And I was drawing picture at that point at my home, the quick one.
Yeah, same here for me. It was 5:33 here,
Oh, yeah.
PM. Yeah.
And thanks to Google again and YouTube, I got to watch it in Scotland.
Yeah. Okay. I think for now is like this, and I will show you. Turn back face to camera. Okay, so yeah, okay, this is for now. Yeah, you see, it's very interesting. My chakra turned upside down and I see the eye. Yeah, I will make it standing out.
So then if you take a look at both of your diagrams together, you have the circles radiating on the left side and the right side. And when they come together, they create interference fields of energy again, and they create more energy.
Yeah.
It's like, well, so then it becomes infinite because it keeps feeding each other.
Yeah, yeah.
I have had no extra chemicals today, I promise you.
Wow.
Taken nothing interesting today. Yeah, I've got to take this out. Let's see.
I actually look we're gonna just talk about the shell, and this is to me look like, yeah, some kind of
Nautilus. Oh, and the Egyptian eye.
yes,
that?
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Mm.
And here feels one more time because of this is like turned upside down. Actually, it's the beginning and should be like this, yeah. But my things is because it's turned upside down. Yeah. Okay, but I'm sure when we connect it, it become very different, and maybe it will work with different way. And my crystal become a little bit different. Yeah, I can see now. Yeah, like this.
Mhm.
And it's like a lantern shedding light
Yeah.
with an internal source.
We'll see what's going on later. Yeah. Quite feels quite good with the picture. Yeah.
This is much more interesting than the root chakra.
Yes, yes, yes. I want to emphasize. It's very interesting that before I seldom, yeah, the white color pencil in my box is a less used one, almost never. Yeah, so, and I would like to use it to emphasize this part, to make it pop out, right?
Nice.
Yeah. So you see, it's very interesting. Now I understand why the picture turned upside down. Now I have two eyes. And as I say, we need two rays to read. And now you see I have one eye up, big one eye up, down, small one.
And that's why we don't start our drawings over again when we don't like them.
Yes, yes, yes.
Everything has a reason.
We have to keep going, because there is no right, no wrong. I believe if something like this, it should be like that, and we have to finish our drawing to see what it bring us, not to change it. Yeah, actually, I learned this with time when I do my wire. Before, when I don't like the piece, something goes on not very well, I just cut it off the wire and take out the gem and start it again. But after some time, I think it's also about love yourself. You have to let it be finished. And because when you finish, you know, girls, what I found out, when I let it be finished, I actually can tell you I never redo it, because in the end, when I finish, I just love it. It's just was perfect. But before, I don't let it be finished. I just redo it right away.
Oh, wow. It almost looks like a face. No, you turned it, but I was upside down. Coco, the other way. Yeah. And yeah, I saw a face in there.
Okay,
On the
interesting.
spiral with the eyes. I mean, I don't see it now. I don't see it now. It came by really fast. There's a face in there.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Every woman.
Yeah. Okay, this is what it is for today. And you keep going with your drawings, and I'm sure you will receive and pay attention. And I want you to remember the way to keep yourself in your heart, and keep your heart open and shine with love. Keep your sixth chakra open and shine with the light, like clear light, and keep your fire in the second chakra on, burning and bringing the warmth, the creation and the feeling of change, because actually I think in our creative second chakra is very important, not the warmth of warmth is important from the fire, but that sprinkle of the cracks and the feelings of being feel good, you know, is more important than the warmth of that, because, you know, when it's like shh, and the fire is like flying in the air, and you can see that little sparkles, it makes you feel good and calm and feel well. Yeah. So was a great drawing today. So I thanks everyone who joined today, and I wish to see your pictures and your feedback on our drawing or your drawing, and see you next time. Next time we will have a chakra number 7. Yeah, 1,000 petals. So one
Whoa.
of the yes, 1,000 petals. Flower, yes. Okay, so anyway, and then it's purple one, so it will be next time. And observe yourself for the week, what's going on, and notice, and we will see each other next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.